Who has had the best start to free agency?
I'm gonna let you go first. I'm the host. Guess first.
All right, that sounds good to me, bro.
Guess first.
All right, without a doubt, the Browns have had the best free agency so far. Just it's hands down. If we're looking at, they haven't had to get rid of any of their picks in the top 63. They have 5 picks in there. They gave up a 4th rounder and a 7th round pick next year for Jarvis Landry, possibly a top 10 receiver in the league. In my head, he is. They gave up a 3rd pick and the number 65 overall pick to the Bills for Tyrod Taylor. He led the Bills to the playoffs. I mean, I think that's a great move. They moved Kaiser, who led the league in picks with 22, and they got Demarius Randall out of that. They needed help at cornerback after getting rid of Hayden last year. And then they got rid of defensive tackle to Danny Shelton, making the Patriots even better with getting rid of that 2018 fifth. They got a 5th round pick and a 3rd round pick next year. So I think it was a good overall thing, and I think now they're honestly focusing on Saquon Barkley. They're going to be getting Saquon Barkley number 1 overall. We haven't seen that since the 90s. And I think they should honestly, in the 4th pick, they should go after Baker Mayfield if he's still on the board. I think he is going to be their franchise quarterback, and he needs to be their franchise quarterback, because if you take a look at it, Baker Mayfield has the most talent out of any quarterback in the draft. He may not have his head right away, but I think he's definitely not Johnny Manziel. And I think Baker Mayfield can turn around that franchise. And then when I'm taking a look at everything else, like Case Keenum to Denver, I'm sorry you're a Broncos fan. I just don't see that working, bro. He's like no better than Paxton Lynch, probably. And then we just found out, and then Richard Sherman to the Niners. I mean, Richard Sherman's probably the best corner in the league still. Even after tearing his Achilles, he's still by far the best corner in the league. And I don't think it drastically changes the 49ers defense, because Jimmy Garoppolo is the reason that they won those 5 straight games towards the end of the year. That's the only reason, but I'll bring it over to you, bro. I'll let you spit whatever you're going to spit out.
Oh boy. Okay, so internet. By the way, I am friends with both these gentlemen, so if I say something about them, it is not meant to, do not take it as I do not like. I like both these gentlemen. They are both highly qualified. They are both I've known him for years. I've known less time. Still really cool dude. Really smart dude. I just don't know what the fuck came out of his mouth right now.
Oh.
So, really quick. And I don't even have to go into who had the best offseason. I just have to break down like what you said.
Okay.
Go
for it.
So you told me Jarvis Landry is what?
Top 10 receiver in the league.
Okay, the guy who catches for less yards and reception than most running backs.
Look at what he does look at who's been his quarterback? Jay Cutler, Ryan Tannehill?
If you're averaging less than 10 yards a catch as a wide receiver, I could throw the ball to Antonio and he's getting me 10 yards a catch or less. Like,
no.
And he is top. Who do you have in your top 10 receivers? I really need to know, because apparently I think I can make your top 10 receiver list. Secondly, Tyrod Taylor led the Bills to the playoffs?
Absolutely.
How many touchdowns he throw? Do you know?
I think it was like 23.
You think it was 23?
It was probably less than that.
It was, he didn't touch 20. You know how many yards he threw for in that playoff game?
You know, but... Right.
You know how many yards he threw for in that playoff really quick?
Oh,
the playoff game that he lost to Blake Bortles, who ran for more yards than he fucking threw for.
He threw for less than 150. I understand that.
So you get... Oh my gosh! See, this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I do a radio show and I try to inform people. If you had watched yesterday, you would have heard. Tyrod Taylor is below average.
Okay.
Tyrod Taylor is, and I like Tyrod Taylor. I'm not trying to shit on Tyrod Taylor. The fact Tyrod Taylor's still in the league. I remember when he got drafted by the Ravens about 9 years ago now, and I thought he was gonna be out in like 2 years. Legit, like he played one. Like it went from the Ravens had Troy Smith, and then with the Tyrod Taylor. Troy Smith lasted like 3 years, got his ass out the league. I thought Tyrod Taylor's gonna be 2-3 years as a backup, get his ass out the league. So the fact he's here, that's cool. He changes nothing for the Browns. The biggest thing the Browns did is they traded Danny Shelton, which, oh, that's right. So you're giving me the worst team fundamentally the last 20 years, just made a trade with the team who's been the best fundamentally the last 20 years. I'm supposed to believe that the Browns got a good trade when they traded with the Patriots?
Yeah, absolutely, because they're still rebuilding.
You don't trade with the guy who's literally, his reputation is he's gotten over on everybody that he's traded with, especially when you're coming from like zero. Like you're coming from a position of like the Browns in context. You're how old?
I'm 19.
Okay. Do you know how many winning seasons the Browns have had since you've been alive? Fuck being conscious.
None.
This is being alive. No, they got one.
I don't even know that.
Derek Anderson got one 10-win season, and we're still trying to figure out what the hell happened when Braylon Edwards and Kellen Winslow.